Now we're going to look at the chokes for the Kodiak Life Protection Systems Combatives Yellow Belt Test. There are various ways that somebody may try to choke you with their hand. The first simply is a single hand choke. Someone coming up, lifting you up by the neck, and your hands are here. This is a bad position because if he's really, really strong, he can squeeze your windpipe and cut off your air, or he can crush your trachea. And there's all kinds of things that can be done. So this is a dangerous position. The first thing we're going to do is lift our shoulders up, get our chin up out of the way. We're going to bring our hands up. We're going to step back and turn our body just like this. Here, here. If his other hand were up, it would be here, here. My goal is to get to the outside of his arm. If I were here, I would not want to do this because he has his other hand which could strike me. If he were here, I wouldn't want to do this because again, even though I got the choke off of me, his other hand can strike me. If this hand is up, I want to be on the outside of it. That way, if he has his other hand, is pretty much out of play because it can't reach me. Same as here. If he grabs, I want to be out of the way of that hand so it can't reach me. Very simple stuff. Just pushing it off. My hands are up. My body pivots. I don't even have to do much except extend the arm just a little to get it away from me. Now we have a two-hand choke. The two-handed choke, the guy's coming out. This again, very serious self-defense scenario. He's choking me. He's trying to hurt me. I am going to lift one of my arms, and I can choose which, but on this one I'm using my right arm. I'm going to lift one of my arms up as high as I can get it while turning my hips out and away. Notice by turning my hips, I've already broken the hold here. This hand is still attached. This hand, by pulling out, I'm here, and now I'm just simply going to bring my hands straight down. Just like that. That clears the way for my return. If I want to return with a strike, if I want a knife hand, or whatever strike I want to do, the key is the hips. I want to turn my hips out and bring these arms down. Clear the way for my follow-up attack or to get away. This also works if I were backed up against the wall. Because by being backed up against the wall, it's hard to get him off of me, so I'm popping the hip out and away, sliding right off. If the wall were here, I would just be popping right off. I could clear here, strike, all kinds of things. I could push him back into his neck just to get him back away from me. So we have a one-handed choke from the front and a two-handed choke from the front. Now, what if he tries to choke me from the rear? Back up a little. If he grabs me to choke me from the rear like this. Now, again, the same thing. I like to do techniques. Kodiak is based on simple movement, but also on repetitive movement. And the repetitive movement we have here is when he's choking me, my hand's going to go up. Just like before, it went up. It's going to go up, and I'm going to step in a circle back this way. Just like this. Now, on an earlier video, I talked about not stepping backward if you can help it. But on this technique, you almost have to step backwards. So what we're going to do is we're going to do what's called a C-step. Go ahead, put your hands down. I just want to show what the step looks like. I don't want to step wide. I want to step like the letter C. So with my foot starting here, I'm going to bring my foot around to here. That way, I almost eliminate the chance of tripping over his foot. So as he grabs, my hand comes up, I C-step, and now this hand wraps around, and I have him in a nice good hold. If he pulls, I can pull him off balance. I've got him held. This hand can begin my counterattack. I can either throw an uppercut here, I can throw a hooking punch to his head, I can palm strike his ear, I can strike to the eyes if I need to, I can strike possibly to the groin, I can knee strike. I've got his arms held. Now, truth be told, if he wanted to, he could probably pull out of this if he pulled really hard. But I've got him held for a split second. And that's all I need to throw a good, powerful counterattack. So that is the rear two-hand choke. Your arm goes up, you C-step around, lock the arms, and you apply a counterattack. So that is the choking techniques on the Kodiak Life Protection Systems Combatives Yellow Belt Test.